Perfect. Thanks, Beth. Okay. And and then let's see. Okay, we're going. Okay, so we have some eye creams. By the way, I'm going to repeat if you're watching the replay because we just started the recording. We are so happy to have you for our ice cream social. You can still comment even if it's the replay. Your name, who your consultant is. Check the conversation chat there because you'll see that there are ways to get points. And we just got started talking about the skin around your eye area and why an eye cream is important. And so basically we want to talk about our 3 eye creams. So we have one eye cream. Now we have 2 sets that you may be familiar with, our TimeWise Miracle Set 3D and our TimeWise Repair Set. And those each have an eye cream, and then we have another eye cream. So what we want to do is tell you about our Miracle Set 3D eye cream first. And this is a really nice, quick absorbing eye cream. It's just, it feels very light and it helps improve just multiple signs of aging. Your skin's going to look firmer. It's going to kind of brighten the eye area. I felt like it kind of depuffed a few things. Somebody said that they felt like it was smoothing. Their eyes look youthful. More youthful, brighter, and wider awake. So this is the Age Minimized 3D eye cream. Now, in our TimeWise Repair line, we have kind of a little more high-powered eye cream with a little bit more moisture. And so what this does is it really reawakens tired eyes and gives them a lifted look. So it's going to reduce the appearance of sagging skin and crepiness, because that happens in the eye area. It's going to help minimize under eye puffiness, and it's going to help the appearance of dark circles. Who doesn't need that, right? And it contains these liquid crystals that actually give a more luminous look in the eye area, which is really cool. And then some of you may be familiar, because this has been around a while, our firming eye cream. And I just feel like this feels like just kind of a, I don't know, I used to call it like a straight jacket for your eyes, because it's just so firming, and it just pats in very nicely, and it really helps with younger skin. It helps brighten and it helps moisturize. So if you think about it, when you're moisturizing your face, think about the eye area. That's when you want to remember to moisturize your eyes. You can do it morning and night. So those are the 3 eye creams. Don't forget, if you just started watching, you're making a tic-tac-toe board. Like it, love it, gotta have it. And whenever we talk about something that you want to remember, you can put it in one of those categories. You're also going to get points for texting this to your consultant afterwards. Okay, so then let's talk about, this is really interesting. What happens is the skin around your eyes has fewer sebaceous glands, and it has less collagen and less elastin than really anywhere else on your face. So really, as we age, this fat pad underneath the skin, underneath the dermis, it diminishes, and that's what causes your skin to appear, you know, thinner and really seem thinner, and your eyes to have more of a hollowed out appearance under the eyes. So this requires some extra attention. So we have a couple products for that. And the first one I'm going to talk about is our Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. And this has been a tried and true Mary Kay product as well. And this is, it's like a cucumber treatment for tired eyes. And it's this beautiful, just blue, soft, light gel that you can just grab at any time to pat onto, you know, tired eyes, to soothe them. It has botanical extracts in it, and it's reported to tone and firm and reduce eye puffiness. Some people even use it in the put it in the fridge to help it feel better. It has green tea extract, which is known for its free radical scavenger properties. So it, you know, neutralizes those free radicals, and it also has calming properties. And then another thing, it does actually have cucumber extract in there, which is calming and soothing, and it has dog rose hips extract, which just really improves the appearance of your skin and makes it seem firmer. Okay, now, how many of you have heard of our eye patches? This is our newest product, our eye patches. And not new, well, one of our newest, it's one of our hottest, one of our newest, hottest products, you know, came out probably at the end of of 2019. And I tell you, it just stayed so popular. So here's how it looks. Okay. I always kind of pour some out when I show people, but it looks like this. It kind of looks like yin and yang in there. There's, you know, a pair of eye patches together, and they have a little spatula, and they're this paper thin formula that you can, so basically then you would just take one out. I probably should have just put one on for you, but you can take one out and it's just almost looks like a little teardrop, and you put the round end here and the pointy end right here for both of them. And you'll leave them on for 20 minutes, and you can do it about twice. You know, I found that you probably don't need more than twice a week, because once I do it, I notice that for probably 3 or 4 days, I just feel like I can still see the benefits. And so what happens with me is my wrinkles look diminished. My eyes don't really look sunken anymore. It all looks kind of smooth from cheek up to the, you know, lash line area. And, you know, there's some specific things they say. They say this calms tired eyes, and it soothes them and brightens them and helps with eye puffiness. But I feel like the, oh, where did my box go? The box is really key. Okay, so I'm going to do a no-no and grab a box from over here, because this is really key. Because what happens with this is that there are all the ingredients listed right there. Isn't that crazy? See all of that? Like, and even if you were right up close, I can't even read it. And even when I get my 52-year-old, you know, Linda glasses on, I still can't read it. But but it's really interesting, because when you blow it up, it looks like this. And I just have to tell you, it is amazing what's in here. So hydrogel is this glycerin suspended fluid, and it's just kind of hydration, you know, in this fluid. And these eye patches are like less than paper thin, so they can really melt to your face and to your eye area. And so there's besides that, like if I start reading the ingredients, listen to all these: pear fruit extract, blueberry fruit extract, blackberry fruit extract. Now, of course, they don't say that. They say rubus fruticoccus extract. Okay, Brassica olisifera capitata, that's cabbage leaf extract. See all this good stuff Mary Kay has in it? Linseed extract, Nulumba nucifera flower water, Oregon bulga leaf extract, Salvia hispanica seed extract, and it keeps going on. And I'm not even a third of the way through. Wild cherry extract, raspberry fruit extract, cranberry, now get this, broccoli extract, Sambucus nigra extract, tomato fruit extract, Basinensis root extract, and I'm only halfway through. Isn't that amazing? So what that means is when these eye patches are sitting in your eye area, they are just giving it all of this goodness and all of these nutrients, and they are soaking it up. So if you have sunken eyes or puffy eyes, or just feel like you have tired looking eyes, this is sure to, you know, wake them up. So I would just recommend, so basically there's in the eye patches there are 30 pairs in here for $40. And I will just go over, I kind of forgot, but I do kind of like, so you can always ask in the comments if you want to know, or you can ask your consultant, but the firming eye cream is $32. The Age Minimized 3D Eye Cream, $36. The Voluform Time Ways Repair Eye Cream is $42. And the we had a discussion in another group about this. The Indulge Soothing Eye Gel, $16. Okay, so just to give you an idea. Now, that's kind of the general skincare and eye care I wanted to talk about. But we have some ladies that are just going to do some great things and tell you a little bit more about some eye looks and some other eye products that we have in the makeup department. So I'm going to switch views here. I'm going to get Beth Copey on with me again. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting how I got that kind of view this time. That's okay though. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to introduce Beth. So Beth is one of our leaders in Mary Kay. She is just a powerhouse, and I love her product knowledge. She knows so much about product knowledge, but then she puts it in practice as well. So Beth, thank you for helping us, and I'm just going to turn it over to you, and you can go from there.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for everybody for watching and getting on. I'm going to show you guys just a quick liquid eyeshadow look. Mary Kay has these awesome liquid eyeshadows. They're fairly new. Now, eyeshadow can be a scary thing. Believe it or not, I knew zero about eyeshadow when I started Mary Kay. So this is a really simple look. Anybody can do it, so I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through. First of all, I want to show you, here are liquid eyeshadow shades. There's 4 of them. We've got Light Beam. This is a really pretty highlight shade. We've got Pink Starlight, really subtle pink. We've got Meteor Shower, and we've got Purple Nova. Okay, so for this look, we're just going to be using Light Beam and Meteor Shower. So there's these 2 colors here, if you can see those. And as you can see, my eyes are kind of lopsided right now. This one's already done, so this is going to be the finished product on this eye, and I'm going to show you how to do it on this eye, okay? So when you're putting eye makeup on, you always want to prep your eye area. So you want to start with eye primer. Here's our little eye primer tube here. And you're just going to use a teeny little bit, so you can see how little I have on my eye. And you're just going to tap that on your eyelid to prep the area, okay? And that's going to help your eyeshadow stay longer. It's going to give you a nice smooth canvas. Okay. Next up, we're going to start with our base shade, and that is Light Beam in our liquid eyeshadow. Now, you can use either your finger to apply your eyeshadow, or you can use a cream color brush, whatever you're most comfortable with. I like to use my fingers because I feel like I have more control over where the product is going. So I'm just going to use my fingers for this. So we're going to take our Light Beam shade, and as you can see, this has our little applicator here. So you're just going to start with 1 dot on your eyelid, okay? So you can kind of see how big that dot is, and you're just going to take, you want to use your weakest finger when you touch your eye area, right? You don't want to pull and tug at your eyes so you don't look pulled and tugged as you age, okay? So you're just going to tap and just start to blend that color over your eyelid, okay? And it's going to look a little strong right now, but as we're going to blend it out, it's going to look nice and soft. Now, I'm going to blend, as you can see, I'm going just up to here on the eye area. So I'm just gonna blend this in, and you'll have to pardon me, I'm doing this in my Zoom camera and not a mirror, so it's gonna be a little clunky with figuring out where this is going for me, but you'll have your nice mirror at home so you can see what you're doing. Okay, so we have our base shade on. If you want the shade to be stronger than how it's looking on your eye, you can wait a couple seconds for that to dry and go ahead and add a second layer. If you're happy with that, you can move to our second shade, which is Meteor Shower. Now this one you want to be careful with. This is our crease shade. A little bit goes a long way, so we're not going to use a lot. So when you're finding your eye crease, right, it's that part where your eye starts to sink in right here. Now if you have standard eyes, you're just going to put this shade right in your crease. If you have hooded eyes like I do, then you're going to put it in a slightly different spot, and I'll show you. If you're not sure what eye shape you have, go ahead and ask your consultant. She'll help you figure out your eye shape and where to put your eyeshadows. It's fairly close. So we're going to take our crease shade. Now, to get a little bit of product on here, I'm going to be using just the tip of this, and I'm going to put it right in my crease. I'm just going to do a couple little dots right here. Okay, so you can see where I put that. And then same thing, I'm just gonna blend it with my finger, and I'm not spreading or rubbing, I'm just gently tapping it in right now. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I'm gonna check that in my mirror, see if I wanna do more. Yep, I do want that to be a little darker. So you can always put more on. You can't always take more off easily. So you can start with a little, get it to where you want it to go, and you're just gonna tap it into the crease shade. And the idea with putting a darker shade here is to give your eye depth. You can kind of see how it gives my eye some depth on this side. That's what we're trying to do right now. So we're just gonna tap this in, and you can blend it until you're at a comfortable level, okay? So you can kind of see how this is shadowing my eye, bringing out the lid, okay? So we got that on our crease. The second thing you wanna do, again, you're gonna take the same tip of the applicator here, and you're gonna apply it. I'll use my brush so you can see this. You're gonna wanna apply it right here from the corner of your eye, and you're gonna meet right here where you ended at your crease. So it's gonna make like a V, okay? So we're just gonna, again, start with a little bit. Oop, can't even see that. Start with a little bit, and then just blend it upwards so that it meets the side. You kind of see how that's making a 7 there. Let me check this in my mirror here. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit more till you get it to the desired depth. If you want it to be really, really dramatic, you can do several layers of this. You can make it really smoky. You can make it really subtle. If you want to make it more subtle than this, you just keep blending with your finger or that cream color brush until you are comfortable with it, okay? And we're done. That is it. So that you've got your 2 shades, crease shade, base shade. If you find you have oilier eyelids, sometimes I find my eyelids like to be a little oily and my eyeshadow likes to come off. I will just spray our finishing spray over top of this to make sure it stays put. Then you can finish with your regular mascara or eyeliner, whatever you like to do, and you are all set. All right, Linda, back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Beth. That is fabulous. Okay, so let me just get this back up and running. Okay, so what we are doing now is I'm going to just real quick demo something, and then we have somebody else who is going to share a little bit. So one of the things I like to talk about is our under eye corrector. Okay, so our under eye corrector looks like this. It actually looks a lot like our concealers. And it is just really great for, you know, for brightening this area. It's good for under eye circles. And I actually did not touch up any of my under eye area since, you know, this morning. And so what happens is sometimes you end up feeling a little bit dull in that area. And so what I want to show you with this is just how you would use this. And computer screen's not enough for me. I have to have my own little mirror here. So basically I'm going to take this and I'm going to put just a couple dots under my eye area like that. Okay. And I need to, this light is too bright. I can't even see myself here. What's going on? Okay. So basically what I'm doing now is I have those dots and I'm going to take a clean finger. Also, Beth showed you the cream eye color concealer brush. That is a perfect thing, but then you just want to pat it. And I'm just going to pat it. And now this under eye corrector, it's the same for all skin types. So if you have bronze colored skin, ivory colored skin, beige skin, and you just keep patting it until you pat it right into like your foundation until it kind of blends right in there. So I think you can see probably the difference in the 2 eyes, you know, that I've done. And you can see how that just kind of brightened that whole area. You know, this had a little bit on from this morning, but it just kind of brightens up that whole area, kind of lifts that whole eye area as well. I just think it's a miracle worker. That's the under eye corrector, and that retails for $16. Okay, so now I'm going to, I tell you, this whole pandemic thing has stretched and improved my technical abilities. So now I'm going to very technically screen share with you because I have just a great video to show you. So let me get to that. I guess it's right here. I thought I had my QuickTime player up, but let's just start on this and see what happens. Let me share the screen and actually, let me go back. Let me try to share that screen again because I don't want to share everything. I just want to share. Is it coming up? Desktop, whiteboard. Well, we might just have to go with that. So let's see what we can make happen with this. Let me, okay, not going to do that quite yet. Let me just get my ducks in a row for us here and make sure that I can get this going for us. Okay, so here we are. Let me see if I can just share. Last time it worked. This time, maybe not so much. All right. Well, if you have to see the rest of my screen, I'm really sorry. The thing that used to come up is not coming up anymore. So let's just go for it with Stephanie here.
Last of the really full, thick Stephanie, and I'm going to be telling you a little
okay,
bit about
so
our Mary Kay brow products. I love doing my brows. I was actually blessed with a really full, thick Italian brows, but they are a little bit patchy in some places, and I like to give them a little more shape and definition. And so I'm going to be showing you a few different products. So we carry brow tints and we also carry brow pencils. Now, if you are a pencil girl or a tint girl, no worries. I'm going to show you both of them today, one on each brow. You can even use both together if you're a little extra and you want to do both. Totally fine, no worries at all. So I am going to go ahead and first I'm going to show you my favorite way to do it, which is the brow tint. I am personally really low maintenance, if you can believe it. I know I'm wearing a full face of makeup, but I'm still really low maintenance. So I like to do things easy. And so what I use is a brow tint and I use a brow brush. And we do sell this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to apply the brow tint right onto one of my brows. And you want to use it really lightly because a little goes a long way with all of our products. You're going to notice that today if you are trying them at home or if you've tried them in the past. And so I have a mirror right here. So I'm just going to use my mirror and then I'll show you what I'm doing. And so I just like to slightly brush it across. I don't put too much on. Of course, you can put on more if you want to. And once it's on, I like to brush it through with the brush so it gets nice and even. So I'm going to go ahead and take my brush and I'm going to go ahead and brush that through. And I just followed the natural shape of my brows. And so now you can see them a little more. And those places where they need to be filled in have been filled in. And that's kind of just like my quickie way to do it. Of course, you could, clean it up and make it look nicer if you want to. But those are the brow tints, okay? And so that, it almost looks like a little mascara too. Okay, and then the brow pencil looks like this. And it almost looks like an eyeliner pencil. And for that, I'm just going to fill it in this way. And when I'm using the pencil, I don't really brush it through because the pencil almost does that for you. So I'm just gently filling it in with the pencil. And so you can do it either way. Either way is perfect. And I hope that this was helpful to you. So I covered our brow tint, our brow brush, and our brow pencil today.
Okay, so I hope that that was helpful. Now, I don't think I told you, but I'm trying to move my screen again. I don't think I told you, but Stephanie, there we go. She is actually in Michigan. And so, so basically it's 11 o'clock there. So she agreed to help us out with her expertise from far away. And so she pre-recorded that. So that's why we were watching her by video. Okay, a few other things I wanted to highlight. I wanted to highlight some of our mascara, and we have so many different mascara options, and it's just really amazing. So here are some of the choices right here. Okay, and I like to I actually have a comparison chart that I like to pull out that helps me remember them. So I want to start with our lash intensity, okay? So this one is for big, bold, extreme volume and length in the lash intensity. So it looks like this, and it has this like monstrosity of a brush. And it kind of has short bristles and it has long bristles, and you can see what's facing you. There's even actually like a hollowed out trough for more product. And so basically the idea is that you apply this with the short bristles and then kind of comb through with the long ones. And if you're me, it looks like this, very elementary. And if you're like more advanced and can do more than one thing at a time, it's some graceful look that kind of goes like this. Okay, so that's the lash intensity, but it does give big bold lash is the extreme volume and length, and it's actually even like an extreme black sort of color. Now, we also have this is my favorite. I mean, this is just my favorite. I don't know why. I just really love it. And it's our Lash Love Mascara. It has a wand that looks like this. Okay, and it's just, I feel like it just gives a really fresh look. And it's for really defining and separating your lashes. I feel like it it's not our lash lengthening, but I feel like when you do that and with the formula, it does that as well. And I like to pair it, all of our mascaras you can pair with our lash primer. And this is just a clear substance, and it just coats the lashes and prepares them for the mascara, helps smooth the mascara on, helps the subsequent layers to just be like more substantial. And so that can go with any of these mascaras. Then we have our Lash Love Waterproof. So the one I just showed you, but in a waterproof formula. And let me tell you, you could swim in this. It's actually waterproof. But all of our mascaras are like 98 to 99% smudge proof. So you're not going to have to necessarily wear a waterproof. It's just if that's a formula you prefer, you're going to be pretty finished with the with the regular mascara. You're going to have a pretty nice finish. And then that's what I get for reading the comments while I'm sharing, right? Okay, and then this is our Ultimate Mascara. It looks like this, has this pretty kind of pointed one. It's just a wonderful everyday mascara. It gives thick and separated lashes, okay? It has like some great volume. And then this is our Lash Love Lash Lengthening Mascara. And it has this interesting wand to just kind of get just equally all the lashes on the inside and the outside, and just has some real lengthening properties to it as well. So you have a lot of choices in mascara, and all four of these included, and 5, including the lash primer, retail for $15, and then our lash intensity retails for $18. So, and Beth just gave a good tip about finishing up with the lash primer as well. Anything else? You know, I did not grab it, but I'm just going to mention, and you can take a look in the catalog, but we have, let me see if I have some in here. We have some wonderful eyeliners, and we have the regular kind of soft crayon. Looks like Beth might have some right there. We have the soft crayon eyeliners in black, in steely, and in deep brown. And they're probably one of my favorite go-tos, because you just basically just kind of color them on, and then you go from there. And it's just a really pretty look there. I think Beth is showing them to you right there. Okay, and they're really nice because there's a shaper in the end, and so you can just shape them nicely, and just super easy to use. And they retail for $12, again in deep brown, black, and then in steely. Now we also have a new waterproof liquid eyeliner, and just to show you, like, this gives some really great just some really great lines. And of course you can do kind of all the broad, you know, the cat eyes and all kinds of things with that, but what people like is it really, once it stays on, I mean, even now I just put that on, and as I'm trying to wipe this off, you know, I can't wipe it off. So that's fabulous. Think about that. And that's great for those really, you know, precise lines. And then the other thing, let me see if I have it here. Okay, so actually I have 2 other colors that were limited edition, but I don't have it with me right now. But we have a gel eyeliner, same sort of black formula, the gel eyeliner, but you have some really great control because it comes with just a great little brush. So some people like it more because it's not as kind of wet as the liquidy ones. They feel like they get more control. They feel like they can do other things with it. So those are really some great products as well. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to cover now? Let me just take a look. I think that was pretty much it with the eye areas. Let us know too if you have any questions about any of the eye products we talked about. So I just want to share a little bit with you about, you know, we kind of, as people are on these Facebook Lives over and over again, we really feel like we get to know you as customers, and we feel like you get to know Mary Kay, and you get to fall more in love with Mary Kay. And so we love to talk to our biggest fans about how we make our money in Mary Kay, because I am living proof of never say never. My story is I had been introduced to the products. I had 6 kids. I was homeschooling at the time. My husband was a pastor. Money was kind of on the short supply, and so I didn't feel comfortable spending full price on, even if it was very reasonably priced, like Mary Kay is skincare, for myself. And so I decided that I should start a Mary Kay business, not to have a business. I didn't, that was the furthest thing from my mind, but having a great discount was on my mind. So that's actually why I started my Mary Kay business. So I purchased a Mary Kay starter kit, and I'm just going to show you what the current one looks like and then tell you a little bit about my story. So it comes in this beautiful bag here. This is a picture of our starter kit, and most of you are familiar with our 3D Miracle Set, our Miracle Set 3D, which is what you see right here. And then of course you've used our Satin Hands before, the eye makeup remover, the mascara. It comes with the 5 most popular CC cream colors. Any new consultant can match foundations with those CC cream. And then it comes with business tools, a flip chart. You don't even have to know what to say. A flip chart, a date book, mirrors and trays, and things that you need. So, you know, it was the same price then as it is now. It was $100 plus tax and shipping. And the set now is almost $400 of products. And so I always tell people, like, if you are a real Mary Kay fan, this business might be for you just for your own discount. Or if you are a Mary Kay fan and you kind of know that maybe there's some friends and family that this might be of interest to, you know, you might want to have a little side gig. And that's another reason that people do a Mary Kay business. Or, you know, maybe you are in a situation where you're like, you know what, this job, I'm not getting time with my family. I'm not really living the lifestyle I want because my job is kind of encroaching too much into my private life. And, you know, that's one of the reasons that our Mary Kay Ash started the company back in the 60s, is that she really wanted, she had been in direct sales herself and gotten passed over time and time again because she was a woman, right? In the 40s and 50s, she had to train the women who were going to become her next bosses, the men who were to become her next bosses. And she, out of integrity, retired from that company. And that's actually when the Mary Kay company was born, because she started dreaming about how would it look if you treated people the way they deserve to be treated, if you appreciated your consultants, if you really had a business for them where they could design the lifestyle that was important to them. Mary Kay said she designed hers around God first, family second, and career third, because she knew that that things worked better that way. And basically she wanted all women to be able to choose, you know, how they spent their time and not have to sacrifice. I know many people right now are having extra time with their family, kind of forced to, right? That they may not have had, you know, before, and realizing, wow, you know what are some of the important things in life? And it's made people take a second look at maybe how they spend their time, or what they're doing for a career, or, you know, how much they want to be home with their family, etc. Or, you know, it's also made them take a look at, wow, you know, in uncertain times, I want to have something I can depend on. So I really like the idea of the Mary Kay opportunity, because it really gives women, it does give women, you know, we have men that do it too, but it gives people an opportunity to really form their business around the priorities that are important to them. And, you know, right now, I have found so many reasons. I've always known I was thankful for my Mary Kay business, but a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to do something like that, because you know what? It's not dependable income. Let me tell you, you know, the only thing that is dependable is what you control. And in a Mary Kay business, you get to control how many appointments you book. You get to control how many people you ask to be, you know, practice faces and get introduced to the products. You get to control how diligently you work your business, or maybe if you just kind of let some things slide for a while because you have other priorities. But you know what? That's what's dependable. It's not necessarily dependable to rely on a company to tell you whether you can or can't come into work today, right? And so I've been especially thankful at this time for the freedom and the flexibility that we have in a Mary Kay business. And so we have been so excited to be able to just transition and find a way to work our business under all circumstances. And let me tell you, I have been busier in these last several weeks than I have before. People are still buying their skincare. People are finding me who want to buy, their skincare. And then also many people are turning to this opportunity because they're realizing, how many perks. So if you're somebody who has ever thought, could I do something like this? I want to really encourage you that you never know if you don't try. And this is a business where you are in it um, for yourself, but not by yourself. And so you're going to have, mentors who hold your hand. You're going to have women who come alongside you and pick you up when you're, discouraged. And you know what? Working with people can always be discouraging because, because people are people, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. So we want to ask you tonight just to take another look at the Mary Kay opportunity and see if that might be something you would like to join us at. It's $100 plus tax and shipping. And I also have a question for you. And this is an amazing opportunity because you have everything you need, number one, for your own skincare, and also to really hold appointments. Even though we're doing many of those virtually, this product is gold, and it's definitely worth having for yourself and having to be able to bless people with. But I also have a question that is, okay, so maybe you wouldn't consider the $100 starter kit, but I just want you to discuss with your consultant, if you could start a Mary Kay business for 30, would you do that? And there are some pluses and minuses to that option as well. Right now, we have a few different options for starting a Mary Kay business. That option does not come with any product, but it does come with access to a Mary Kay website and with access to a credit card charging service that allows you to really just be up and running and start your business tomorrow virtually. And we can teach you how to do that. We can teach you how to make this what you need in uncertain times as well. So I know many of you are doing a tic-tac-toe board, right? But I also want you to jot somewhere down there after you heard what I said, buy your tic-tac-toe board, because you're going to take a picture of this and send it to your consultant. And, maybe you just joined and you haven't done that. That's okay. But I still would encourage you to tell your consultant some things you heard that you liked, and also to tell her this number, okay? So this is going to be a little bit different numbering system than you may have heard on any videos you watch, but I just want you to listen. Usually after hearing about this Mary Kay business, people usually fall into three categories. They're an A, a B, or a C. And somebody who is a C, that stands for customer. And that means that's just somebody who would like to I just want to be a happy customer and pay full price for my product, okay? And then if you're a B, you're a more information kind of person. You know what, that sounds good, but I think I still need more information. So I would love to hear more. So that's a B. And an A is, oh my goodness, Linda, that's amazing. You mean I can get all of that for $100 and have the possibility to start making some money as well? I've made worse shoe decisions. Definitely during this pandemic time, I've probably made, worse buying decisions as I've, been online, etc. So A, B, or C. C, satisfied customer. B, I'd like to hear more information. And A, sign me up today. What could it hurt? Okay, so I want you to just have that discussion. Maybe you can text her your number right now. You don't even have to wait to send her the picture, but definitely be sure. And if anybody has any questions about this opportunity and how it works, be sure to ask in the comments. We have a couple minutes to go ahead, or if you have any questions about, some of the products, we have a few minutes to go ahead and do that as well. So I'm just going to kind of summarize here. If you came in late, go back and watch the video from the beginning. Feel free to still comment here on this feed, because those of you who came in late, you may or may not have seen, but we are giving points for your participation. And so we have a point sheet, and it's not on this point sheet, but you're also going to get 3 points for texting for having a tic-tac-toe, okay? You're going to get 5 points, actually, sorry, for texting your tic-tac-toe sheet to your consultant, okay? And then here are the rest of the points. A point for every comment you made. If you invited a friend, a point. If you, between now and the drawing on Friday, spend $10 with your consultant, you get a point for that. If you book a virtual appointment or party, you get 5 points. If you ask for more business info, you get 3 points. And we do have some marketing videos right here on this group. And for watching one of those before our drawing on Friday, because remember, we're giving away these 2 things, and we're giving people a chance to go ahead and finish watching it and to comment. So we're going to go through all of those and add up all those points, and we're going to do the drawing for everybody who's participated on Friday. Also, if you do hear some more about the business opportunity with your consultant, we're giving away a wonderful, beautiful Skinvigorate Sonic brush. And my order has not come in yet. I actually, believe it or not, got sold out of those, and I'm waiting for more to come in. And so that's kind of how popular they are. So we are so thankful for each and every one of you. We really appreciate you, and would just love to talk more with you. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful Mary Kay evening. If you forgot your ice cream tonight, definitely go get some, because it'll be a much better night with ice cream. And I'm really glad I got a chance to indulge. And thank you again, and have a great night. And thank you so much to Beth and to Stephanie for their amazing contribution tonight. Okay, so I'm going to take us back into this view so Beth can say goodbye as well. And we'll just say goodbye, and have a great night, everybody. All right.